Star Wars fans and Rule the Galaxy fans. Welcome to another week of Rule the Galaxy podcast. It's been a bit of a crazy summer, having episodes, skipping a week every now and then, me not being there, Brent not being there, me coming back, Brent coming back. So it's been a little all over the place this summer, but we're all here right now. We're ready to do another show. This is chapter 337 of Rule the Galaxy podcast. I actually knew that because Joe texted it. I think it was in the group with me and Squatch on Twitter. He actually said the chapter, so I actually know what is going on right now. But before we get rolling here tonight, this is me, D-Doc. I'm in the pilot seat tonight for Joe. It's been a while since I've been in the pilot seat, but when I'm in the pilot seat, we're just all in the pilot seat essentially. So we're gonna wrap it around the horn. I'm gonna start with Brent because it has been a while. What's going on, Brent?
It's been a while. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just chilling out. School started back up, which is fun. We are in the second week of school, which, Doc, you probably haven't even started school yet over there on the East Coast. Yep, you still probably got 2 more weeks of summer.
Well, my brother started, so he's in this. My brother teaches in high school, so he's back this week. But I don't think they have students till next week. But my kids, I'm going on vacation in a week, so
correct, because that's what normal human beings do. But Central Indiana likes to go back on a balanced calendar, is what they call it. We started July 31st.
What?
Yes,
July
sir.
31st, dude.
Yes, sir.
Ugh.
Other than that, just got to try to figure out the schedules. Thursday night's a little cheerleading, so we gotta be the carpool. Alfie, I think you know what that is like with the volleyball and all that jazz, and now football and volleyball. So other than that, that's why I've been kind of absentee trying to figure out the schedules. I'm glad that I can sit down and we can talk about Star Wars because I enjoy that.
Absolutely. Well, we're happy to have you back. Alfie, how are you doing?
Doing good. Good to have some of the regular crew back all together at the same time. We started last week, so this is our second week of school, and yes, it's crazy busy with football and volleyball, and I think we start gymnastics next week.
Yeah.
Here we go. Activities, baby. Bring them back. Bring back the activities.
Activity.
Is gymnastics is that Azalea or is that Inslee?
Yes, that's Azalea.
Okay.
So
gosh, she's all over the place. You got a little baseball hero.
It's
gymnastics
with her.
Yeah, I mean, she's got nonstop energy, so I'm not surprised.
Yes. She told me the other day, which she asked me as if I'm not aware of these things, but she said, "Dad, did you know that there's no women in Major League Baseball?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, what do you say?" She said she's going to be the first to play in
Major
League Baseball.
Because I am going to argue that fact. There actually is a woman in Major League Baseball now.
Yeah, there was an umpire over the weekend.
Like
Alfie's breaking up on my screen, at least.
But maybe let's just bring it down a little bit.
Am I freezing or is Alfie freezing?
I think Alfie, for me, he's freezing. So,
Alfie, you're frozen if you can hear us.
Yeah, you might want to try to jump off and jump back in or something. I don't know.
You hear us, Alfie?
I must have froze.
Yeah, Alfie, do a restart because you're really choppy right now. Do a reboot. Hopefully you heard me. All right. Yeah. Well, we're moving on to our guest tonight. This is his second time on the podcast, although he seems to be with us every time we're doing a show, so it doesn't even matter. Dr. Squatch, what's going on, man? Welcome back.
Man, I'm so pumped to be back with you guys and talk some Star Wars. Hopefully, talk some football too. With that Darren Sproles jersey on, I feel like we got to get into it a little bit. But
yeah.
but yeah, I'm pumped to be here. Obviously, I'm here just about every other time anyway, but I don't have as much of a delay now with the things that I say because y'all just hear it right away, and it's not just a chat.
I don't know. You are the king of chat, though. I mean, I would say it's about a 75-1 Dr. Squatch comments in chat. So
every now and then we'll just get like random like role playing names that just show up in our comment section. Like last week we were doing a show and there was like some weird names that were showing up in there where it was like, who the hell are some of these people? But I think it's because I threw a hashtag Superman into like the description because I think we were talking a little Superman. So yeah.
Go.
But anything new with you, Squatch? I mean, I don't know that you've been on the show since you took the vacation where you saw the Attack of the Clones spot, right?
Yeah. So got to go to Italy, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, went to Lake Como, which is where there's like a villa, and that's where the Naboo scenes were shot. And so going there was pretty surreal. It looks pretty much exactly like it would be in the movie, except for like a couple of the colors of some roofs. But yeah, it blew my mind, and it was just beautiful. I can see why they chose that spot. But otherwise, I started my residency, so that's pretty much the new stuff that's been going on. But yeah, things are good.
So you're busy. So you're busy then if you're just starting your residency then.
Yeah, this month is actually a lighter one for me, it worked out well that y'all invited me on today. But yeah, relatively busy for sure.
Yeah. My wife is she goes on random runs with Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I've actually never seen it. I've never watched it.
The show is pure madness, and it's like she was just in one of those runs, and it just ended. Like they'll last for like a couple weeks where like if I go up to our room like near bedtime, it's on all the time. I get sucked into it, but yeah.
Isn't it like 30 seasons or
yeah, dude, they're on like season like 27, I think, right now. Yeah.
Right. I don't know how that is a commitment. I can't do that.
Brent, have you ever watched Grey's Anatomy? The main girl who's like she was in Old School, like she's been in a bunch of stuff. But she was like the girl who plays Meredith Grey. I forget her name as an actress, but she pretty much they asked her like, when are you gonna like retire or whatever, and she was just like, I could play this role in my sleep. I've been doing it for so long. I'm gonna keep getting paid to do the show as long as I can. She was just like so honest about it. Which is what I wish people in other shows would do. Like I wish the people in Game of Thrones weren't like, let's rush the end seasons. It's like they should have just been like, we're all great at these roles. Let's just embrace it for another like 2 or 3 years here, guys, and take it easy. But that's what happens.
She must just be cool with being known for like that one role, because I feel like that's the issue with those actors. They don't want to be known for one thing or one type of character, and they want to move on.
Yeah. So I hope the stuff you deal with isn't as crazy as that. There was one episode the other day where a guy came in and he was just like in concrete. They did like they wheeled him in on like 2 stretchers, and he's just hard and quickcrete. It's like, my friends dared me to do it. And it's like there's some ridiculous shit that happens on that show. But anyway, when you were on that vacation, did you see like other guys when you were at Lake? What is it? Did you say it's Lake Como?
Lake Como.
Como, not Cuomo. Como.
Honestly, I'm not totally sure how to pronounce it, but it's Como. So
okay. Lake Como. Did you see other guys where they were like walking up and taking the pictures, and you're just like, all right, he's a Star Wars guy as well?
They did. Yeah, there were a few people that I could tell they were there for the same reason I was, just from Star Wars. But surprisingly, it didn't seem like there were that many who were like, oh my gosh, this is where, Anakin stood with his hands behind his back. Whereas I was like walking up there and posing, trying to match it up perfectly. And people will probably get mad at me because I took a little bit longer. But yeah, you could tell some people there. Or a couple of guys come up to me. They're like, "Is this the spot? Like, am I in the right place?" I was like, "Yeah, you're good. You're in the spot."
Dude, that's freaking awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Well, I mean, as far as Star Wars news goes, and I mean, we are in competition with the Taylor Swift New Heights episode that dropped tonight.
It's
I-
been okay. That dropped. If you are part of the Wondreek podcast, it dropped early yesterday, and then it came out all today. So I haven't listened to it, but yeah, like that's
Yeah.
gonna break the internet.
I saw that it was live stream, like they did like the premiere thing where like it premieres and you just watch it like it premiered at the whatever time.
Right.
And I saw it and there was 1.3 million people watching it. Yeah, so I mean we're close to them. you know, we're just off by like a little bit of a percentage, but we're good. We're still gonna bring the heat tonight. I'm keeping my eye out to see if Alfie pops back in. Hyperspace Heroes in the comments. What's going on, Hyperspace Heroes?
What's up?
Yeah, but here's Alfie. He's back. Alfie, I was just saying we're in competition with Taylor Swift going on the Kelsey Brothers podcast tonight, so we got to bring our A game. I think he's frozen still. All right. Anyway, Star Wars news that I have, and Brent, you know, before I get into Star Wars news, you were talking. You're starting to play a role-playing game. Get into this. Is this a Star Wars game related game?
So role playing, right? Dungeons and Dragons is like the nerdy part of it. There's a company that makes them. It's called Fantasy Flight Games. They made a Star Wars role playing game. And currently, I don't know if you know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. They have so many books that you can use for character creation and stuff like that. So today, I think we had 3 core books and 10 supplemental books that we could pull information from to create the character that we were building. We haven't started the campaign yet. The guy that's running it said it was going to be set mid original trilogy, so Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi time frame. We are side characters, and you could create it however you want. So one guy who's just kind of a clown decided to be a Rhodian. So he's a Rhodian person, and he's been bopped upside the head so many times that he thinks he's a Mandalorian. And he was able to get actually Mandalorian armor. So he's a Rhodian Mandalorian. So that's kind of his story with like some back knowledge. I don't know what the third guy is going to do, but the second guy has never played this before, and his character is somebody who was on a senior officer track in the Empire, like an ISB agent, but got out and has some training in like the Empire. So he's like an ex-Imperial officer. I don't know much more, but he was creating his character and building his backstory. So basically what it is the Dungeons and Dragons is long form storytelling. You create the story by the dungeon master, whoever's controlling the game. I don't know what they call it in the Star Wars games, gives you some parameters, and then the characters interact with the parameters and do certain things, and through dice rolls and advantages that you get through dice rolls, you progress the story forward. So we're like a group of like 4 or 5 guys that get together and we do jobs for different people. Not necessarily bounty hunter jobs, but think like Han Solo and Chewbacca. Think Hondo. Think I'm trying to think of some other ones that you have seen in the setting. So because I can be anything that I want to be, my character, and I was typing. I haven't quite fleshed out the entirety of my backstory, but I'm going to read you the backstory.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. A Wookiee Jedi that was at the Jedi Temple as a child. He was recruited to the Order by Gunji. During Order 66, Hanchen was a dormitory surrounded by 5 other younglings when blaster bolts started. Standing 6'7" at the age of 40, the adolescent Wookiee grew defensive and was able to dismember 7 clones, clearing the way for the small band of 6 to slip out of the temple. With the Jedi Temple burning in the background, Hanchen and his crew separated, each going their own separate ways. Only being at the temple for a few years, Hanchen longed for the lush forests of Kashyyyk. After the Jedi were branded enemies of the Republic, the Empire cracked down on Wookiees, with stormtroopers killing fugitive Wookiees. Kashyyyk was no longer the welcoming home that it once was. One day, a rogue group of stormtroopers were terrorizing a group of baby Wookiees. Order 66 trauma flooded Hanshin, and rage took over. Next thing you know, several stormtroopers were dismembered. And then I haven't basically gone that way. And he's got like a flaw that he's got an oath he's swearing to protect children. So like that's like anytime any child or anything, if we come across something that happens, he's going to go into a blind rage and just start dismembering those characters. So that's kind of his oath that no one really knows at the moment, but like that's the story that I'm using. And because he's a Wookiee Jedi, because he is no longer in the temple, he's kind of jaded. And think Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan series. Think Kanan Jarrus from the first season of Rebels. So basically, they are Jedi. They have the Jedi powers, but they're not using them because they don't want people to know. They don't know what it's like. They don't know if they can still use it. But like, I'm going to have some of those powers. And the Jedi that I chose to build was a warrior Jedi. So he's an attacker. And he has a lot of intimidation. And he's got some force throw abilities at the moment, right? So as the story progresses, you can level up. So just like think Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order, as you go through, you experience and you can build up the force powers as you go. So those are the things that I have. I had enough money to purchase a lightsaber. So I have just a basic lightsaber. I have a blaster, so I can have some ranged attack if I need ranged attack. And then I have a utility belt and a data pad, just in case there's some sort of utility or they want to use that in the story.
So now, are you saying you have physical items that you're gonna cosplay with?
No, it's not cosplay. I mean, like that would be amazing because I mean, I probably do look like a Wookiee, but no, like a lot of times with Dungeons and Dragons, there's little figures that represent those roles. You could potentially, if you wanted to get that deep into it, do it as cosplay and like do live action role play or LARPing, as everyone would call it. We're not that deep, but we will sit around and like use and move the minifigures around. Just like the ones that I play for Legion, we can just repurpose those figures and use them for this.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's
Have either of you guys played any Dungeons and Dragons or know anything about Dungeons and Dragons?
No, and I was going to say initially kind of my hang up when I was just hearing about Dungeons and Dragons. I guess in my mind I was thinking like, what's the object of the game? Like, how do you win? But I think it's actually cool that you're just making a story and being creative and
yeah. So it's not necessarily a game. Right, because there is objectives, right? So Gen Con just happened in the largest board gaming convention, and they have what they call one shots, which is you sit down for 3 hours, you get a character that's either already created, and then you play the story, and there's a task to accomplish, and you try to accomplish it with the people that are there. But essentially, the dungeon master has an arc, but I could throw that arc to the right. Like, because we were talking about it because we were trying to explain what you can do to the guy that's never played before. The first one that I played, I was a Wookiee as well. And we were a bunch of bounty hunters and we hadn't met each other. So we met at this bar. We all got like a data pad or said, hey, meet at this bar. And when we got there, we looked at each other and then essentially got into a fight right away. And I, being the Wookiee, basically killed the bartender because he was telling us to stop, but I pulled his arms out of his socket because I'm a Wookiee. Well, the Dungeon Master hadn't thought about that actually happening. So on the fly, he went in and he gave us a penalty for killing him. And the bartender had 2 children that we had now be the custodians for. So we had 2 children that were following along with us all the time. So they have to think on their feet and add certain things in. within canon. Another thing that they did is when he was giving us the lay of the land. It was the last time I played was about 4 years ago when Visions Season 1 came out, and he was like, "Here's this, and over here on this corner of the street is a van, and there's this like ragtag group of musicians that are living inside of this van." And I just started laughing because that's from the Visions episode, the Tatooine Rocks or whatever one it is that no one really liked, or the ones that played at the
I
Boonta
like that.
Eve.
That was good.
Right. I mean, people, a lot of people were like making fun of it because I guess they said it was cheesy or kid like. Um, Alfie just keeps popping in and out. I wish he could figure that out.
I've been texting with him as we've been going here. He's trying to figure it out. So it'll get rolling.
So yeah, like Dungeons and Dragons but with Star Wars flavor, Star Wars flair. So the guy who's designing the story kind of got some feedback from us so he can create encounters and he can create the story. But again, we could take it left and right. And all we said is just there was some nuggets from the Star Wars world. And I created that story for the that was
That's fun. That's the fun part about that is you get to add your own wrinkle into the character. And it's like my experience with Dungeons and Dragons is like on Part of My Take on Barstool. Sometimes they do Dungeons and Dragons like once every couple months.
yeah.
And the guy who's their dungeon master is like hardcore. So like he knows Dungeons and Dragons like the back of his hands. It's like when you have like a dungeon master who's like really into it and everything and just knows it really well, it looks like it really just makes it like a lot of fun for everyone to do it because they'll like really put you into those roles while you're doing it.
Yeah.
I know it's something that like I would enjoy playing if I did it. Like my buddies who like I would play tabletop games with, like if I ever got together with them and did that, I could see myself having a good time with it.
Yeah.
What is it called, Brent? The game?
So it's like Forces of Destiny. It's from the company is Fantasy Flight Games. Forces of Destiny is like one of the books. There's like the Edge of Destiny. There's like a bounty hunter focused one. There's a Jedi focused one. And so, like I said, there's 3 different core books that all kind of work together. And like there were like 10 supplemental books. So I could look through and if I wanted to. So 4 years ago, a friend of mine made an assassin Ewok that carried 2 vibro knives. Right? So you can kit your guy out with different things. Like we were just when I left because I left to get back on the podcast. One guy was looking through to try to find out like the guy who wants to be the ex-ISB agent. He's kind of like a gunslinger, sharpshooter type. Like I mean Han Solo, Agent Callus type thing in your head. So he was looking for which gun that he wanted to put onto him, and all of the options from like an E11 blasters available. He flipped to a page. I was like, have him do that one, which was the Z6. Like, so having a Z6 on this guy, I mean, it was too heavy for him to carry, but as you level up, you might be able to use it. But like, you could equip him with a Z6, the rotary cannon, Gatling gun. So yeah, like you name the type of alien in this universe, you name the type of weapon, you name the type of armor. All of these things are utilized. You can purchase a Cortosis shield, and the only other time that I've ever heard of Cortosis was through the Cad Bane books, or what's the guy from the Acolyte's helmet was made out of Cortosis.
Oh yeah.
Stranger. He did have a real name, didn't he?
Kimar.
Kamar, yeah. They're actually just coming out with a Black Series for him finally. He was not in the original Ahsoka. The Acolyte release. Sorry, I almost gagged.
Oh my gosh, it's not even that bad.
I think your story about your Wookiee that you're talking about was better.
It's better than Kalnaka.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even going to say that, but while you were reading it, I not even Kalnaka, just like the Acolyte.
Yeah, we'll just
sorry.
replace.
I had to get it. I had to get a knock in there. I'm sorry, it wasn't that bad.
But like you can add an oath, right? So that or like an obligation. One of them is you could be like hopped up on spice. So like as you're going through, if you go a couple hours, you have to get a hit of spice, or you have to like take a side trip to go find spice. Like there's just certain things that you can add into it that just make the narrative a little bit different. And like I don't know that that's his like it could be, but I didn't know that that's his obligation. But I'm like, why is he going and disappearing? Because he's got to get a spice fix. If we don't know that,
I would role play Timothy Chalamet, but not his character from Dune, just him, and I would be the spice dealer.
That's awesome. I would want to be a Bith. Y'all know what a Bith is? Like the
yeah, the big fat headed, like bald fat headed. I don't know. They're just weird looking.
I don't know what I would do, but I think I want to be a Bith.
Yeah, and so Plagueis's master was a Bith.
Oh yeah. Gosh, what was that?
I can't remember his name.
Oh man,
It's from the book. It was like the first chapter. Because he was the one that got Plagueis to think about staying alive.
No.
I bet you the Book of Alfie would know. Hopefully he's got a different setup.
It's not Malgus, right?
No, Malgus was way back.
What?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
So what is the name of Plagueis's master?
Is it to? I can see it, but I can't pronounce it. Is it like Tibernius or something? Maybe I'm way off. Now I have to look it up.
But he, so we were talking about role playing, and Dr. Squatch said that he would want to be a Bith character. And so each character has their own stat line. The one guy was a human, and he's got a bunch of stats that he can have because he's a human. The Rhodian has a bunch of stats that they get because of the jobs that they have. Anyway,
Tenebrow.
Tenebrow.
See, I told you I could see it. I just could not pronounce it in my mind.
Yeah, I remember when I started that book, like it just starts off right away with what's his name? Is it Tenebrous?
Yeah.
Tenebrous?
Yeah.
Yeah, right when that book started, it's just like right into the story of Plagueis and Tenebrous, if I remember correctly, because I've only done it once. But I just remember kind of being like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, it was kind of crazy. And it was like, that's why that book would make such a cool movie, because it kind of started out with like Plagueis, killing him, right? If I'm not mistaken, it starts off with him killing him and then kind of going in incognito after doing that.
It's been a long time since I've read it.
I have to confess, I've never read it. Although I think I own it, so I need to.
It's very good. I mean, I didn't read it. I act like I read books, but I just do audiobooks. That's all.
I feel like what Dr. Squatch said is like the epitome of like the Star Wars fan. Like it's something that I know I should have, so I will have it, but I haven't opened it and cracked it to read it.
That's what I have all three of. I have all three of the Thrawn books right here, and I've never read any of them. I have them sitting here on my desk, but I haven't read
the first one, and I've read I think 2 chapters of it, so not doing well there either.
Yeah, maybe one day. I always tell my wife, I'm like, one day I'm gonna start reading, and it's just gonna happen. But it's just we're not there yet. I'm an audiobook guy, man. I can lock into an audiobook and tell you everything that happens and just like lock into it while I'm working, like headphones in. I just absorb all of it. Like the Game of Thrones books, I've done them, I think 2 or 3 times, and they're long as hell. Those books are 40 hours a book.
I was gonna say, like, how many is like a normal book is about 15, so
yeah, but then you'll like I think Game of Thrones starts off around like the 30 hours, but then I think the last 2 are around the 40 to 45 hour marks. So it'll take you a while to get through them.
Sweet mother Murgatroyd. Hyperspace Heroes has 2 things for us from the chat. One, he's a nerd about D&D. And the other thing is he was talking about another podcast. Like, we want to give a shout out. Coruscant Knights. It's the RPG podcast. And I guess they do a RPG of Star Wars on both sides of Order 66. So it must be like a long campaign. So some Dungeons and Dragons campaigns can last like years. Some are like 5 years long, and then they meet once a month. Some meet weekly, and they've like, it just depends on how your group gets together.
Dude, imagine the last day of a 5-year campaign. Like that is wild. Like when you finally finish it, that's crazy.
The guy who was running it said that he was running one with a group of people, and they'd been doing it maybe for 2 months, but everybody was kind of like done with it, and they were like, well, who's gonna see what's gonna happen, like they were kind of like goading him, right? And he said like when he knew it was done and he wanted to end it, they were on a starship and the bay doors opened and standing in front of him was Vader. And so his band had to go against Vader. And like I think basically total death kill is what they say. Vader wiped all of them out so they could just end it there.
Is that how it ends? Just typically, like everyone dies? Is when you want the story to end? There's no happily ever after?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you want, right? Do you want a happy ever after? Like, there are some stories
Everyone
that
becomes Force ghosts, and then we're all happy.
5-year campaign, and then you get to the end, and it's just like the doors open, Darth Vader's there. You all die. The end. I'm sure it's like much better than that though, but I'm sure there's actually like interaction with it. Well, now that Alfie's back, there's one thing that I need to talk about, and it's kind of toy talk, Brent. It's kind of
and it's part of this. I mean, I just talked for 3 hours about nerd things.
Oh,
so.
baby.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty much all we talk about.
That thing, you want to show this thing? You want to get everybody excited about this thing?
We need to talk about the Lego Death Star.
The cheap one.
It's only $1,000.
Well, but it follows your 10 cents a piece, right? It falls within what you said. You can expect 10 cents a piece for a Lego, and it's $1,000, but it's 9,000 pieces.
That should be about $700 in my opinion.
It's 9,000 pieces. How many pieces is the AT-AT?
There's probably like 1,000 pieces that are like this small,
like single brick, right? Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But
D-Dot, you watch M&R, right?
I do. I'm a big fan of his, actually.
Yeah. Because I've watched some of his stuff, but because he goes on rants about the price per piece thing. Because sometimes I think it makes sense, but others it's like you can't really base it off of it.
He believes in weight. That's what he's done. He's done a video where he weighed the sets, and he's like, I don't think it's price per piece. I think it's the weight of the box that you get, and he's like showing like the correlation between it because some pieces are a lot larger. It's funny because he was freaking out about this being, a diorama style set.
Right.
And I don't have us on the right setting where you can see us looking at this at the same time as this. But yeah, I mean, everyone wanted a big ass ball, essentially, is what they wanted for this. But I haven't seen a ton of outrage since this is released. I mean, the price to me is outrageous, but I mean, it's a 1,000 piece set. It's massive. It's huge. I think the laser looks incredible on it. That was like my first thought was looking up to the laser on the Death Star, and you have all the like operators right there, and then you can see the guy like in the like control room right above it, and my eyes went right to that. And then Luke and Leia doing the rope swing section. I think that looks amazing.
Yeah.
So what is the actual life-size dimension of a fully assembled Death Star? This set.
First one, 120 kilometers. And the
stop it.
It's a small moon.
It's true.
That's no moon. It's a space station. It's too big to be a
space station. Jinx, you owe me Coke.
I know. Is it a Vader Coke? Is it? You got the Padme. You got the Anakin. Oh,
Darth Maul Coke, man. I need to start drinking soda. I've been seeing those. I'm like, I just need to buy some of those.
I got 3 more tonight. Luke,
are you saving the bottles, Alfie?
Ray. Yes, I am.
That's cool, man. That's what I mean. I got to get on it because it's like I always look at the episode 1 days with the Pepsi cans, and I'm just like, I wish I could experience that nostalgia again. And they technically are doing it.
I am emptying them though. I was thinking about maybe using like, I don't know, some black sand
like
with
colored
some
water
color in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I don't want to get off the Death Star talk, but I did buy that B-19.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I had to do it
That is freaking
cool.
awesome.
because it does. It's not like the old one, but it does like flip around, and you just have to do it kind of like one by one. But it's pretty neat looking.
No, it is. It's an awesome looking ship, and I think the price is fair on that one. Actually,
Yeah, I do too.
All right, you both like. How big is this thing? Like, how much real estate in my room will this Death Star take up?
So it's just about. Have you ever seen the UCS Millennium Falcon? How large that is?
The biggest one,
the
because I know that
the biggest one.
right, because I know that there's like 4 different versions of the Falcon.
That's the only image on the leaked photos because some dude got it in a shipment to a store and took pictures of it and leaked it. Like people have been waiting for the leak of this thing forever, and some guy just freaking snapped some photos in like a warehouse and shared it. Like that's the best. To me, that's the best part about following Lego is someone's going to leak it before it gets out. That's like one of my favorite parts of it. So, hold on, the screen is
Now, I guess the next question is: there's like 7 Lukes in there, and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I feel like there is the Luke in the trash compactor. There's the Luke swinging. There's the Luke fighting Vader. There's
There's a minifigure picture. Our guy did well. Our leaker did well. Hold on, I have the minifigure picture right here.
So is it one minifigure that has different bodies, like that are interchangeable bodies, or are these like 6 different Luke minifigs?
No, they're different ones.
Yeah.
It comes with, I think, 38 minifigures, which is like an insane amount.
How many did the AT-AT come with, or not the ATTE, the clone thing? Like 10? Didn't it have quite a few clones that came with it?
Are you talking about just like because they haven't done a UCS?
The Walker, the
Walker, the AT-AT.
6-leg. No, the ATTG.
ATG. Yeah.
It's the clone Walker. You have it.
Oh
The one
yeah,
with Cody and all that.
yeah. That came with I think about
Like 8 to 10, didn't it?
If you include the droids, I think it came with 8. I think it came with 4. I think it came with 4 clone troopers and 4 droids.
Oh, okay.
I love that set. I think that's great. I mean, I've seen people do comparisons of the old ones and be like, the old ones are better, but it's like, guess what? If I want an old one, I'm going to have to pay out the ass to get one, and I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Lego is really doing some things that are bothering me right now, but it's just like you just got to wait for sales. That's just how it is now. Their prices have gone up astronomically for their Star Wars stuff. It's not the other stuff. Like the other stuff is pretty neutral. It's just like Star Wars now. It's like for me, which I don't know. You just got to wait for sales. They have battle packs that used to be $25 and they're $45 now. You can't tell me that's inflation. You can't tell me inflation is $20.
No,
That's
it's
bullshit.
supply and demand. They notice that there's demand, so
There's not demand though when the prices are off the charts.
so when their when their sales start to dip, then they'll drop the prices.
I don't know. I've already seen the leaks for this upcoming like Christmas time. There's a X-wing coming out that's like 600 pieces and it's going for $100. But there's speculation that's coming with a smart brick that when you do actions with it, the brick makes noises.
Wow.
There's also speculation that this X-Wing has to do with the Mandalorian movie, which is pretty cool because a lot of the leaks of the next coming series for Lego is suspected to be from the Mandalorian movie because they know the piece counts and the price points, but they don't know the sets yet. Dude, there's undercover guys in the freaking they're in the HVAC system at Lego. Like they got a walkie-talkie and they're just like, or they'll like send a message and just be like, it's 800 pieces, but they're charging 100 for it, and then they just destroy their phone and get out of there probably. before they're thrown
What?
in the Lego gulag.
Yeah, that's like the guy who takes the pieces from the Black Series factory and posts them on Twitter all the time.
Dude, I actually would kind of kill to be like a leaker for that. Like, I really would. Like, I
Well, and the people that go nuts over pictures of like belts, you know, whose belt is this? What character are we getting? Oh, that's a episode 3 Kenobi belt, but version 2 from Black Series line 7. Like, how do you know that
That's
stuff?
insane. Yeah, that's too much for me.
yeah, my wife works in an industry where she sees things like months ahead of what they're doing, and I always am like, I wish I could just become a leaker for your stuff. But she'd probably get mad at me for saying that on the podcast. But everyone's busy watching Taylor Swift, so no one's.
I mean, I have friends that play Legion, and they are actually play testers for the game. So like 5 or 6 people from our local area, they see things 2 years before it hits the market.
Do they leak it to you?
I have.
Man, I don't want. I don't want to hurt
That's
you.
a yes.
I'm not gonna say names first. I don't want to break any NDAs because
They're
who
gonna
knows
put
who's
this-
listening to this podcast.
You're gonna clip it and play it in court.
I have been told things that I have forgotten, and I was like, oh yeah, that's coming out. Like once they announced it, I was like, oh yeah. But I've forgotten about it. But yeah, I have found out a few things, but I'm not out there shouting off the rooftops, and I don't know honestly. Like I've forgotten everything that I've been shown or talked about. So
Like talking about Lego leaks coming out and them being associated with Mando, which is, these leaks are for series coming out within the next like 6 months. Dude, we're due for a Mando movie trailer, aren't we? Like, doesn't that have to like drop soon?
When does it come out? Is it really 6 months?
The
May.
Lego sets are around like the 6 month or so mark. I want to say those sets are for May of this upcoming year, like Brent just said. I think there's spring.
isn't it 26? Isn't it 26?
Yeah,
I thought
May 22nd, 2026.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's coming out this upcoming year.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. So we're talking like 11 months, or like, I mean, yeah. Okay.
I'm telling you, we're due
It's
for.
sooner than you think.
We're gonna be. It's gonna be a Monday night football game,
Yeah.
dude. It's gonna be like. It's
Probably.
gonna be like. Yeah. It'll be like Eagles Cowboys Monday Night Football, and they'll be like coming up at halftime, an exclusive look at the Mandalorian movie. Like, and they're gonna show that trailer. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's the best.
Or is that going to be on Amazon Prime where it's only those people that see it? Or is it going to be just on Peacock?
Well,
Or
ESPN
ABC, whatever ABC's is.
ESPN is married to the NFL now after they just made this deal with NFL Red Zone. The NFL has a 10% stake in ESPN now after ESPN, because Disney just purchased NFL Network and NFL Red Zone.
Scary.
So, yeah.
It's terrible.
That's interesting.
Bob Iger just got like his 8th Infinity Stone. He's just like buying everything.
I mean, that is basically what it is. He is trying to consolidate the Infinity Stones. My God. And so I know we talked demise of Disney Plus and streaming. Have you seen the new news that Hulu is no longer going to be Hulu? And they keep trying to push you they keep trying to push you on Disney Plus. They're like, hey, you can watch this movie and we'll advertise this movie, but we won't let you see it. You'll have to go to Hulu for it. Now they're just bringing and porting Hulu into Disney Plus to make it one, which I don't know why it was 2 for the longest time anyway.
Yeah, they've done that weird thing where they've added the bar at the bottom where you can go and like click on Hulu, which I don't know if my wife changed our subscription or what, but like I have Hulu next to like ESPN on it. Like, dude, I don't know.
Who's that, Disney?
They try to do. They're trying to do a little too much. I will forever say I think that the Hulu purchase was just not right. I think if Hulu was left on its own throughout all of these streaming wars, I think Hulu would have shut down by now.
I watched maybe I can make it simple. I didn't make it past the first commercial break of the very first program I watched on Hulu. I've never watched anything since.
The only thing
There's
I've
a
ever
couple-
watched on it is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's the only thing
So-
I've ever watched on it.
The Orville, which is a fantastic sci-fi show. I know that Hyperspace Heroes got on and was talking about it. I can't recommend it enough.
I'm missing.
And then The Bear is actually pretty solid.
Mhm.
And Homeboy, the guy from The Bear, is actually going to be voicing Jabba.
Road to the Hut.
Yeah. So I do recommend The Bear, and I also do recommend the Orville. So those
Jabba.
are two that are on Hulu.
Yabba. Every time I hear Jabba now, I think of how Diego Luna says Yabba. You ever hear him talk about
Yeah,
Jabba the Hutt?
How he wants to touch him. He
Yeah,
wants to
he's like,
feel his skin. Yeah.
he's like Yabba. I just want to touch him, Yabba. Yeah, I don't know. The Hulu thing is weird. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I've never looked at Hulu streaming numbers. I know The Bear is a popular show, and it's like one that I know that I would probably like. Like I've seen the clips for it. They just have an Alien show that just came out that people are talking about on there as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's right. I don't think you should merge Hulu into Disney Plus and then advertise advertise The Bear as a Disney show. Like I don't think that makes sense. Is it still
there's
going to
some-
be Hulu brought to you by Disney or like?
I've seen some rather graphic adult content on the top of Disney Plus.
Yes.
You know, advertising for Hulu.
Yeah, the one time I turned it on, I was with my kids. It was like the billboard on it said something like the sex instructor or some shit like that. Where I was like,
Oh,
what? I was like, what is this? I was
yeah,
like,
the
why?
old dying
like-
for sex or something like
Yes, yeah, dying for sex. I was like, that's. I'm like, why are you? I'm trying to put on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse right now. Like, what the? Like, I don't know. But hey, I don't know. Iger's going to keep buying stuff up. I mean that deal for NFL was $2 billion from what I understand. But the Hulu deal wasn't the Hulu deal like $7 billion?
But it's not just Hulu. He bought all of Fox.
Yeah,
Hulu just happened to be a part of it. So not like
So
he
it's
bought
Fox
the
Searchlight. Yeah,
he bought all of Fox's backlog of movies and all of that stuff, and I think Fox going forward too. So it wasn't just him purchasing Hulu. Hulu just happened to be a Fox product that he purchased.
yeah. I don't know. I've seen the meme where it's like all these like streaming companies keep changing their names and combining, and like where it's just like we're all gonna combine and call it
Yeah, but just
cable.
cable.
Cable Plus.
But still, dude, it's like my wife's grandmother. She moved near us from. She lived in North Carolina. She moved up here. She has cable. I think older people's favorite thing to do is complain about cable and call cable companies all the time. She has Verizon. They just want to call Verizon and say the cable, which her cable was screwed up for a bit. She didn't have TV for like 2 weeks, but the bill is crazy for like actual hardwired cable. I mean, I don't know if all you guys stream or have cable boxes, but I have YouTube TV, and that's like I stream through that. Like I still
YouTube
technically have
TV is
cable.
pretty expensive from when I started.
Well,
It's
it's
all
getting there now.
expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, so I started YouTube TV. I think it was $69. I think the most recent bill was like right around $100.
yeah. Now it's $100. It is. I'm just waiting to see what ESPN is going to do with NFL Red Zone. Like I'm getting ready. I'm getting
it
ready
terrible.
for it to just
Cut-
be.
Can Scott Hansen and put somebody else in the play and
Oh, they
But-
could never do that.
Scott Hansen is the reason that it's worth $2 billion, in my opinion. He's the reason that it's worth that money.
Did you see? It's not going to go into effect for like a year. So
Oh, really?
next season's where you'll see the change.
Oh, okay. Because I
We've
was
already
wondering,
played
I'm like,
first-
there's not much time like between now and the start of the season. Like,
Yeah.
you know they're gonna try to put like honestly, they're gonna try to over program it and ruin it by over programming it. That's what they do.
oh,
Like, the-
ready to
the-
pay $30 for NFL Red Zone.
The
Is that a good
beauty
Mickey Mouse?
That was a good one.
the beauty of Red Zone is Scott Hansen, I mean, he does talk a lot, but he lets the video talk for itself, and then all he does is intro the next game when they cut back and forth. Like, he lets the video talk for itself. You know they're going to put somebody on there, Pat McAfee, have him sit around with his boys, or the Kelsey and like Chris Canty. They're going to put some kind of show with it.
If they were smart, they would literally say, "This is successful. People love this. Copy and paste. We just own it now, and we're going to make money now." They started running ads on it last season.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. Do you remember the time when basically every day started with conversations about what was on SportsCenter the night before
Oh yeah.
or in the morning?
Mhm.
Does anyone ever talk about SportsCenter anymore?
No, because
No.
it's not the same show. It used to
Right.
be just a highlight. It used to be the only way.
That's
to
my
get
point.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's what
Yeah.
eventually Red Zone will become.
I refuse to believe that. My one buddy is having such a good time in our group chat because I was freaking out about this like purchase, and he's like, I hope they ruin it, just to piss you off.
Oh, no,
'Cause
that-
I
They
love
will
it.
ruin it.
right. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I mean, it changed. He was on what is it?
Rich Eisen.
No, not Rich Eisen. Scott Hansen was on with Julian Edelman in his podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What is it? Games with Names or something like that's the name of it. And he was on, and basically he said that a bunch of things, but he wants it to be like he wanted it to change the way that you watch football once it got rolling, and it changes the way that I used to go to the sports bar to get that experience, and now I can sit at home and get that same experience without having to worry and spend the extra money at the sports bar.
He was just on with Rich Eisen, and he was saying he was like I'm back, like nothing's he was saying like I'm in, it's not going to be anyone else, I'm in. But he also said, he was like, "Hey, Bob Iger," he's like, "I'm not doing anything on Saturdays." He's like, "I'm willing to do it for college football." Like,
Yeah.
ESPN's tried to do that with college football. They had something called Goal Line, but it just never took off.
dude, if he can sustain a college football Saturday without taking a piss and then go to Sunday as well and do it, he's a superhuman. Like, because he doesn't even go to the bathroom during Red Zone.
There's also almost too many Saturday games to catch everything.
They would just have to, for college football, you would just have to like select like these are the games we're covering this week. Like each at the beginning of each show, you would say like, we're covering these games this week, and this is how we're gonna go, and that's it. And then you roll with it. But fun fact: Scott Hansen follows me on Instagram. He's one of my most proud follows on Instagram. So
Nice.
I feel like I have a connection to him.
You need to ask him what's going to change. Say, "Scott, don't let it change."
I did that was like the first time where I was like, do I use the power of the DM and actually say like, Scott, what's happening here right now?
I saw him tweet one time that he hardly sleeps the night before Red Zone. Like he gets 2-3 hours before that full day, 7 hours of football.
It's crazy, man. He's a superhuman. I love it, especially if the Eagles are playing like a night game, and then I get to just watch the entire NFL day through that. It is the best. Which this year the Eagles their schedule is crazy. It's like they're playing their schedule. It's so weird. It's like there's no consistent Sundays. It's like we're constantly switching everything around, and we don't have any back-to-back home games, and our schedule is rough this year, actually. But
Wah.
nah, we'll be all right.
Catch me not crying you a river.
I'm content still. I'm
Philly,
ready.
the city of Philly has experienced some greatness for a while. The Phillies have been pretty good. Eagles have been pretty good.
I'm never comfortable, Brent. I've had too much heartbreak in my childhood.
I understand.
I mean, the Phillies, when they won in 2008, I was like, we're gonna be the next dynasty. And then in 2009, we lost to the freaking Yankees with Ryan Howard striking out and tearing his Achilles on the final out of the World Series. Like where it was just like a big middle finger, like, yeah, you're not having a dynasty. Which is why during the Super Bowl this past year, where the Eagles were up like, I don't know, like 30-3 or something at one point. And my son goes, "This game is over." And my dad, my brother, and me were like, "Whoa, don't say anything right now." I witnessed the Patriots versus the Falcons.
Hey, let's not talk about that, sir. Let's just keep that. Let's keep that a distant memory.
Squatch, where are your NFL allegiances again?
The Packers.
Packers. All right.
How does a man in Alabama become a Packer
Short drive,
fan?
Brent. Short drive.
It's a short drive. Hop, skip, and a jump.
There's no NFL in Alabama, so you just choose. You just have to choose, and then you just stick with it.
I haven't been on. You're deep in SEC territory. Are you Tide or are you War Eagle?
Yeah, I went to Auburn for undergrad.
That's
War
why
Eagle.
That's why Alfie likes you so much.
Exactly.
War Eagle. Yeah, so I can understand the heartbreak as well from the college point of view. But
I don't know what Hyperspace Heroes just put up. They've had some heartbreak the last couple of years as well. They've
No
had
more
some
Ben
pretty
Johnson.
solid. What's that?
No more Ben Johnson for the Lions.
Yeah,
That's
I actually
true.
I don't want to say this to upset you, but I think the Lions are going to have a bad year for some reason. I might be totally wrong on that. I just think the Lions are going to go a little down.
Okay, they lost Ben Johnson, which I think is a huge loss. But if you listen to Dan Campbell talk,
He's a great
I watched that. What was it? That season of
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, and every week I wanted to run through a goddamn brick wall for Dan Campbell. I was watching it. Like I would give my left leg. He would give his left leg for his players. I would give my left leg for him. Like I feel like he inspires that out of people, and I think his players will play hard for him. But it could be he also lost his D coordinator as well. He's got a brand new coordinating staff.
Yeah,
because D coordinator went to the Jets.
Yes, he did. You're right. I've got beef. I've slightly have beef with the Lions because they're one of those teams where it's like I've seen clips of them being like, if we got to play the Eagles in the playoffs, like we would have beat them. Where it's like, well, guess what? You freaking lost, dude. Like it doesn't matter. And guess what? We probably would have whooped that ass still. So it doesn't matter. Like I hate that when a team loses to like a team they were supposed to beat. And they were like, yeah, if we didn't lose that game that we were supposed to win and got to play the team that won the Super Bowl, I think we could have beat them. Like I've seen like St. Brown like saying that on podcasts, which I like St. Brown. Wish I had him on our Keeper League fantasy football team, but I don't know.
The same as when you don't make the playoffs and then you constantly say we would have made some noise if we would have gotten in. No, you wouldn't have because you sucked all season or else you would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just all
negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah. So and Brent, you're a Falcons fan?
Yes, sir.
And so, I mean, the question is the same for you.
Absolutely. So I grew up in Peoria, Illinois, deep in the heart of bear country. And I have always been, I don't know if it's oppositional defiant disorder or I've always just been very antagonistic as a fan. So like once I find out you're War Eagle, I'll do everything I can to say roll damn Tide, right? just to get under your skin. So like my brother's a Cub fan. I was the St. Louis Cardinal fan growing up
as well.
Yep, but I was a St. Louis Cardinal fan growing up, right? And I was watching them in the World Series, and I was watching them play the St. Louis Cardinals and the Minnesota Twins, and rubbing it into my brother that the Cubs weren't there. So like that's just who I was. Okay, so then fast forward to I think it was '89. The Falcons changed uniforms. They went from the Reds and Blues or the Reds and Blacks to all black and silver. And I was like, that looks pretty hot. They had Jerry Glanville as their coach, who was this like outspoken Southern boy that we're going to rock 'em, sock 'em, we're going to knock 'em right out type of a coach. There was actually if you remember, what is it? Arch Rivals, the basketball game for the Nintendo. there was a Jerry Glanville version for football at one time, I believe. And I was a fat little kid that played football and baseball. In the playoffs, Deion Sanders played Sunday for the Falcons, got in a helicopter, and played in the playoff game for the Atlanta Braves on the same day. So I was like, all right, I can be a Falcon fan because of that specifically. And they also had Brian Jordan, who was also a cornerback and a baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals. So they had dual sport athletes in like the mid 90s. So I changed my allegiances. And I just followed them. I watched them. I was just to be whatever. That's where it came from. And then 98 happened. And they beat the Minnesota Vikings on a field goal when I was like a freshman in college, which was pretty sweet. And made it to the Super Bowl, played the Denver Broncos and got their ass handed to them. But like that was like the first time that I could like say like, yes, I am a Falcon fan to a lot of people, because most people wouldn't know that that's who I follow. So that's the team that I follow. I'm also just a fan of football. So I'm not a Homer fan. I will tell you that they are probably going to stink ass. And like I'm not like the diehard. I'm not D-Dot, who lives and dies by every pass and run. I will watch football and I will be honest with my assessment. But yeah,
I switched.
I love it.
I switched my Death Star walls to green once the preseason started because it's getting ready for the season. Got to set the mood. T-Bob's dad also played quarterback for the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken.
That was before I started to follow them, but yes, he was a quarterback. T-Bob or Bobby Hebert.
Yep.
You saw D-Dot. You saw I met Saquon, right? You remember? You saw that tweet or something? I think I told you.
Yeah, I do actually. What was that at again?
It was I saw him at the Masters.
You were at the Masters.
Yeah.
Dude,
I didn't talk to him very long, but I just said what's up and told him that he was I think I told him he was a stud, and that was about it. But he was
You
appreciative.
got a score for my fantasy team next year.
That's what I should have said. Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. I wouldn't know what to say, dude. I'll never forget. I got like tickets to go to like an autograph signing for the Flyers, like when I was in like high school. And each of the guys, I was so locked into that team. It was like 2009, 2010. It was when the Flyers were actually good. And like I got to meet like four of the guys that I was like a huge fan of. And I'm the type of dude where I see them, I'm just like, hey, here's this to sign. I don't know what the hell to say to you right now. Like, just like, thanks, man. Like if I was at the Masters and I saw Saquon, I would be like, there's Saquon. And I'd be like, I don't think I'd be able to say anything.
Yeah.
And he was cool. He was cool with you though. He was like, thanks, man.
Most of I mean, this is definitely not for everybody, but most of the celebrities there are much more kind of approachable, I feel like, at the Masters than they would be anywhere else, because there aren't any phones. People aren't going to ask you for a picture and stuff. So they're just hanging out and you can say, hey, and sometimes they'll talk to you. Like I ran into Tracy Wolfson and we had like a whole conversation. She wanted to talk. Ken Griffey Jr. did not want to talk. He was very nice, but he didn't want to have a conversation, which I understand. He was working. He was a photographer, but yeah, people are more willing, I think, to talk to fans there.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. I'm going to the Ryder Cup actually.
No,
Bethpage? You're gonna go to Bethpage?
Yeah,
that is incredible.
How'd you score that?
My father-in-law got the tickets a while ago, dude. He had like whatever card that you can pre-buy the tickets for. I mean, even at list price, they are not cheap, dude. No, it was like when he asked me, he was like, "Do you want to go? This is the price." And I was just like, "I'll probably. Who knows if I'll ever go to it again?" Yeah, so. I'm going. We have like a whole weekend planned out with it. Meg's uncle, which essentially is my uncle at this point. I mean, me and him hang out all the time. When he's from California, he's flying in, and we're we're road tripping up to New York. My brother-in-law lives in New York. We've got everything planned out. So
Man.
it'll be cool, man. I got to pick out a good outfit for that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna be decked out for that. I don't know if that's I assume is that a no phones as well. Do you think? Or
I
is
think
that
you can
only?
bring them in. Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's going to be any celebrities there or not. I've never been to a PGA event before. So
Well, yeah. Do you play golf at all?
I dabble with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just golfed the other day, but
Really, man.
yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
I'm not very good at all. So
You'll probably get the bug after going to Bethpage for the Ryder Cup. That'll be sweet.
100. Are we sub 100 or are we north of 100?
for the tickets,
No, I'm talking about for your golf score.
north of 100, definitely.
Okay.
You know what
Because a lot
happened? And I always tell this to my dad, and it was when we were golfing last time. It's like we got through the first like 6 holes, and I'm golfing well.
And then you fall apart.
And then the beer cart lady comes around, and we start drinking beers. And I've told my dad, I'm like, I don't need to drink beers when I golf. Like, I know that if I don't drink beers, I think I would be much better. But also, it's like my dad's in a golf league, my brother's in a golf league, and my buddy, whose course we were golfing at, he's the superintendent of the golf course. So, like, they're around it all the time. I'm the one where it's like, I got to find time to get away and be able to do it. But my son just recently found my golf clubs in the garage and has kind of been taking swings outside. And he's like, there's a golf course right across from his school. And he was like, hey, why don't we take your golf clubs and just go, hit the golf balls at that golf course across the street from my school. I'm like, buddy, that is a private golf club. We can't just walk up. He's like, what do you mean it's private? He's like, can't you just go play golf there? Like, I think he thinks like a golf course is just like a park where it's just like you grab your golf clubs and you go there and start playing. But I was like, I'll take you to the driving range. And he was like, driving? He's like, what do you mean driving? I'm like, well, you're not. Yeah, I'm like, you're not driving a car. You just hit the balls there. I'm like, I'll just take you and you'll see what it is. So driving range is on the schedule for me and the little man.
That's great.
And I'll need it because we are going to play golf one of the days. We're playing the day after we go to the Ryder Cup. So I'm going on Friday.
Man. Yeah, that's going to be a blast. I'll look for you on TV. That'll be sweet.
I'm going to make it on there.
Find a camera.
I'll grow out the mustache for it.
There you go.
But man, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I don't know what to expect. It's one of those things where I just said, absolutely, I'm in on it. It was a lot of money, but I know it's going to be worth the price.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Home soil too. I think that gives the U.S. a leg up. We'll see. Come on, Grant. So this is more of the ODD. You know, you're on Team Europe now too. So
yeah,
No,
I know. He's
I
a
don't know.
turncoat.
They've won 2 in a row, correct?
Did they win the past one in the U.S.?
They won they won the one in Europe Italy, I think was the.
They haven't lost in Europe in who knows how long. I think it's like.
I thought they won the one in the U.S. 4 years ago.
They may have. Yeah,
but
I'm not sure.
Sure. I don't even really know who's playing, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they win. I mean, I want them to win. I was just shaking my head, but yeah, that was the oppositional, just to be antagonistic. What do we got, D-Doc? What else have we got Star Wars wise? We've done about a half hour of talking about D&D and then talking about sports for a half hour.
I'm kind of enjoying the sports talk right now. I mean, we might turn this into a sports podcast and just talk about Star Wars every now and then. No, I have. I don't. We haven't talked about Matt Smith being cast in the Ryan Reynolds movie. The guy who plays Targaryen from
the skinny Targaryen that was banging his brother's daughter.
Yes, his niece.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
that's the one. Aemon, something like that. I don't know.
I thought it was like Daemon. I thought it was like Daemon. I thought it was
Daemon. Yeah, it's Daemon Targaryen. I have a shirt with just his Daemon Targaryen on the shirt. It's just literally like his face. And it just says House of the Dragon. I got it for like $2 at Target. But every time I wear that shirt out, I'm just like, I don't know if this is the right shirt to be wearing out. This guy is like married to his niece, and he's kind of like screwed up. So I don't know if that's the right guy to be wearing on your shirt, but he's cool looking. But yeah, he's cast as the villain in this, which he was, said to be cast as a young Palpatine in the sequel trilogy. So he's gonna get his Star Wars role. He's a great actor.
Is it confirmed that it's young Palpatine?
I keep saying Ryan Reynolds, by the way. It's Ryan Gosling, obviously. I think I said Ryan Reynolds.
It's fine. Is he confirmed to be young Palpatine?
No, he was young Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, and this he's just going to be a whole new villain.
No, he was. I'm pretty sure they even filmed those scenes.
Yeah, I think it was cut.
Yeah. Yeah, originally Rey and Ben Solo were going to fight a young Palpatine.
Dude, that would have been freaking awesome, man.
Well, you can only rip off so many stories in one movie.
Dude, I've been thinking about watching the sequel trilogy recently. I'm just like, I keep seeing it. I'm like, I might do a sequel rewatch just to
It's not good.
Back in the water.
I try.
I've got a friend who's watching Star Wars for the first time. I don't know if I even want to recommend him to watch the sequels. I think he may just be better off.
I like Force Awakens.
It's probably fine for people that haven't grown up with the other trilogies.
Mm-hmm. His favorite character right now is Jar Jar, so he may love it.
There you go. He'll love it.
There you go.
A man after my own heart. That if I was not a Wookiee Jedi, I was gonna be a Wookiee Gungan.
Wookiee Gungan.
Sorry. Jedi Gungan. Yeah, Wookiee Gungan.
I was gonna say a Wookiee Gungan would be wild.
That's worse than a Mog, but yeah, it would have been a Jedi Gungan.
I'd like to see that.
Dude, a married couple of a Wookiee and a Gungan and their children would be.
I don't know.
I just wanted, since you brought that up, what came up in my head was our friend T-Bob and Maz Kanata and Chewbacca and what that would be like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had the two of their Legos standing next to each other for a while on my shelf over there, just for T-Bob. I created that. I created that world on my Lego shelf just for him.
So I say this is just like sports talk, like Midwest sports talk, talk radio, sports talk radio in the Midwest. You say the name Pete Rose, and you're gonna have people talking for hours. We can talk all we want about the sequel trilogy because it's gonna we're rehashing the same topics over and over again.
Yeah,
I am going to say that I enjoyed the hell out of Force Awakens. I have not as many problems as most of America and most of the Star Wars fans with The Last Jedi. And the only thing that I don't like about Rise of Skywalker is it was too fast. They tried to do too much, and it didn't follow the continuity. But I believe, in my heart of hearts, that you have to watch all of them, even if you have to recommend them to watch all of them. Because there was a time in your life, Dr. Squatch, you might have been 5 or 6 years old, but society said the exact same thing about the prequel trilogies that they're saying about the sequel trilogies right now.
True.
And I'm not saying that...
But they weren't wrong.
I'm not saying that the sequel trilogies are going to redeem themselves like the prequel trilogies have started to, but right now, it's not...
They haven't.
It's not mirror image, but people were talking about the prequels the way that they're talking about the sequels.
They still do. The only reason that you feel that way is because there's 40 hours of the Clone Wars that makes it tolerable to sit through the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, because you know so much other stuff that goes on and you feel it in your head while you're watching that garbage.
I disagree. I love it on its own. but I'll leave it at that. And I actually do enjoy the sequels. I really do.
I don't.
It feels totally separate from the rest. I don't know.
No, and that's exactly the way I feel about the prequel trilogy. And
That it
I
feels
get your
separate.
point. As if somebody who's younger and that's the first thing they see, they're gonna see it through different glasses, right?
Right, and it just
But
takes time for those kids to age up and then like what
right,
they and
and they're
talk about
not
liking it.
gonna be at the age of when they see Ewan McGregor and Natalie and Hayden Christian and be like, "Oh my God, this dialogue is awful and the acting is awful. And why are you constantly looking like you're talking to a piece of cardboard?" I get that. I get it. But like I also said, I think a lot of it becomes from the nostalgia of the Clone Wars because it was so much better and it makes those movies better. Makes them, let me rephrase that, it makes them seem better.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think it does help.
And it really helps that they hit their stride in the third movie and end on such a high note.
And this is where like I know you love that one, but I don't have the same reverence for that movie that you do, Alfie.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
You can
I
like
know,
what
I
you
know.
like, and I can like what I like. But
Absolutely. I just like
again,
you
we can
you
look at
really
the data and say that that is considered to be the most likable of the three movies.
yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I think that one is the one that's most well received out of all three.
You went from people interviewing George Lucas saying, "Oh my God, what the fuck did you do?" to, "Hey, I know it's over, but could you make another one? Because it seemed like you got that one right." I mean, yes, I'm paraphrasing here, but that's actually what was said to the person. Like, could you imagine going on 60 Minutes and being asked, "Hey, your movie sucked so fucking bad. Are you actually going to make an episode 2?" Could you imagine sitting through that interview and then being like, "Okay, you can air that"?
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I've
And
got our
it sounds
little.
harsh. I mean, she didn't actually say it in those words.
No,
I mean,
but like I mean,
but she said that. I think it was Barbara Walters or whatever said, your movie was so bad. Why would you make another one? And his answer was, "It made $1 billion. Why wouldn't I make it?" Which is, I mean, that's sound financial advice right there.
That is true. Yeah, and then before we move on to the trivia guy as well, because we're getting close to the end of the show here, but Ewan McGregor, little slip of the tongue.
is it or is he just because is he just baiting fan
He tried to walk that back so hard, it wasn't funny. Once he realized what he said and it got out,
but
yes, he tried to say, "I meant my wife is going to
Brent.
start shooting in a few weeks."
But he's
Brent.
also the same guy who kept the Obi-Wan. They've been working on it for 12 years, and they were trying to get it, and he was trying to push for it to get made, and he just kept saying, no, like, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on with it. But he was behind the scenes trying to push for it.
If Obi-Wan Kenobi is a Jedi Master, and you're saying Ewan McGregor is trying to bait the fans, what does that make Ewan McGregor? A master?
Mr. Bader.
Oh man, crowd falls silent.
Yeah,
I mean, I completed it for you. I saw where you were going with this.
it's a dad joke. It's a dad joke.
Nah, I thought it was pretty funny.
It was pretty good.
But it's so funny. The next scene I have set up is set up on the town in the oh my god, the Skeleton Crew.
Again, I hate to be this way, but I am this way. Why wouldn't you come back for a few days' work? You keep making this garbage that hardly anybody likes with these garbage characters. Yeah, you're gonna go to the well. Get him to dress up as Obi-Wan Kenobi one more time. What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah, and
Nothing.
throw a little bit of a budget behind it and
Yeah.
and make it look good. Do not give me if you're gonna go mullet era Kenobi, make it look good. Because they went mullet era Kenobi, and it looked like they cheaped out on their costumes in that scene to me. Like that, I remember it was cool, but I was
It
like,
did not look good.
no, it didn't. I was like, they could have done this better.
I still loved it.
I
Maybe
thought it
I'm
was
easy
great.
to please. I don't know.
I'm not saying I didn't, but I saw it and I looked at Hayden Christensen's face and he looked like the Steve Buscemi meme. You know, hello, fellow children. Yeah, it was not good.
Well, I think it's easier to pull off Anakin looking younger in a Revenge of the Sith costume with long hair, probably, and also for Kenobi with like short hair and a beard that almost covers your entire face. Like that definitely makes it easier to like make the guys kind of look the same, where you don't have to use like technology and stuff on them. So I think it's fully true. I think Ewan is going to be in this season of Ahsoka too. If you're gonna dive fully into flashbacks, why not just do Clone Wars flashbacks with Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Anakin? Like, why not do that? The fans would love it. I don't even care if it makes sense.
Well, why not just bite the bullet and just do a full Clone Wars movie?
I know.
That's what I'm saying, Alfie. There's people hate on Twitter though.
We would hate on it like nobody's business, but everybody would still pay to go see it.
Oh yeah.
Hayden wants to do something like that. He said he's open to doing stuff in the Clone Wars era.
Cocaine isn't cheap. Alfie told us that a long time ago.
I don't think he's hurting for money in any type of way, though.
It don't matter.
Once you get a little bit, you just want to keep making more.
I mean, it's he got a taste. Like, I mean, what else is he doing?
I think he's very content to live. Like, I mean, he just started doing conventions again. Like after he showed up in Kenobi.
What's he doing?
Hanging out, driving around cars and boats and stuff. Maybe playing some video games, watching Star Wars.
I just don't. Is he in any indie things? Is he actually a working actor in other things?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if he is.
So why? Of course, he would say he would come back.
I saw something he was saying that he would want to come back for a Vader show,
yeah.
Which I'm sure he's getting led into all of these things, and he's just like, sure, why not? And then the headline is Hayden Christensen wants to do a Vader show, but I would love to see that. I think that would be fun.
Who wouldn't want to see that? Again, we would badmouth it to no extent, but we'd still watch it.
Yeah.
It's free for Disney.
They have him credited in Rise of Skywalker as a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was 2019, The Last Man, which has a 3.7 on IMDb. 2018, Little Italy, which I've heard Joe reference that movie before.
It's a good one.
First Kill, 2017. He's done movies, actually. Like, he has done a bunch of...
2017? You're getting to almost 10 years ago.
Well, no, if you follow... Here's the thing, though, is if you follow it up, it goes... He did Little Italy 2018, Last Man 2019, Rise of Skywalker Voice 2019. I won't count that. Kenobi 2022, Ahsoka 2023, and now he's going to be in Ahsoka. Dude, that's what blows my mind. Ahsoka, they have him credited for upcoming Ahsoka 2026. Dude, 3 years between seasons of a show is just flat out stupid, dude. It's been Ahsoka came out in 2023,
but it's not a traditional sitcom. It's not a regular. The way that they're filming things now, they're filming them and running them like they're long form movies, and they're only writing them as one-offs. And then if they get a chance, they'll do it as another one. And the way that I'm looking at the way that the writing strike and the way that the acting strike, to me, they're writing 8 to 10 episode arcs for a season. I feel like every season is this way. They're not writing for a continuation. They don't keep the writers on retainer, and they're not writing for the next season while they're in the middle of that season, like you used to get with like home improvement sitcoms or Guiding Light, the damn soap operas. they're running them and producing them like they are movies.
They need
And
to
the
hire
writing,
the Grey's Anatomy person to get into Star
Shonda Rhimes is fucking phenomenal, and yes,
Wars.
she there's Scandal, Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, and I think there's 2 others that she's produced that were top notch TV shows.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish it didn't have. I just wish shows didn't have to be like this, and even movies too. It's like I keep seeing
But
like
that's-
rumors about Batman 2 was finally going to come out. It's like that movie came out like 4 or 5 years ago now.
That's also why streaming is failing, though.
Because it's taking
One,
so
it's
long.
too expensive, and it takes
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
nobody cares.
But here's the thing, though. You said that the Batman came out 4 years ago. A New Hope and Empire Strike Back was 3 years. It wasn't like we are. Our society is so inundated with media and so inundated with right now that we want everything right now. But it took time to create things in the past.
Yeah.
It takes time to make it. You're right. But it seems like it's a long time. I think it took 18 years for Bad Boys 3 to Bad Boys 4.
I'm fine with a couple years. The Batman 2, they're talking about like a script and starting to film it though. Like that's what's crazy. Is like and I just think they're just trying to figure out how they can fit it into James Gunn's universe now, but I don't know. It's just like you see something, you're excited for what's next, and then it's always just a question mark of if there's even going to be something next. After
Well, Stranger Things still has like a year or 2 before it comes back out, right? They're still
oh yeah,
doing another one.
those kids are full grown adults.
I thought it
One's
comes
married.
out this year.
Oh, is
does.
it this year?
Christmas.
Is it this year?
Yeah,
11's married.
their release dates are like crazy because it's like it comes out on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, and then New Year's Eve are the releases of their first like batch of episodes.
That's actually smart as hell.
I don't know. I thought it was, and then I'm like, it probably isn't because people aren't going to be like, it's Christmas Day, all the families together, let's gather around and watch Stranger Things.
So
And then you're only streaming from one television.
It was smart for Andor to do it because so few people watched it. It gave it an imaginary boost for a week or two. Now, Stranger Things, you would think that it's going to be, especially on Netflix, it won't have as big of an issue. But with the smaller market Disney Plus, it was a very smart move to get some publicity for a few weeks.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I love Stranger Things. I was like a huge fan of it. I still am. I need to rewatch all of it. I don't remember all of it. I even named my cat after 11. My cat's name is Elle after 11 because my sister, like, there was a story behind her where I had to just randomly adopt the cat, and I was watching Stranger Things at the time. I'm like, I'm going to name you Elle for 11.
I hate to be this way, but again, I will be. I liked the first season. I thought it was great. I thought the second season was unnecessary, and I think I watched maybe 2 episodes of the third season. It wasn't interesting. The kids were too old. It wasn't convincing, and it was like the same story over and over again.
Well, now they're really old, but they get the benefit of saying there's a time jump in this final season because that's what they're going to do. Is they're going to do a time jump season. But off of Stranger Things, let's go to our Star Wars trivia guy right here, and I'm gonna give him a shout out. I had the screen ready for him, and we're in the town because we're in the town. The bubble bath for Neil is somewhere in the left corner here in the background because the screen where I had movable boxes was all the way back when we were doing Skeleton Crew episodes. But this guy here, his name is Star Wars Marshall, SW Marshall. Star Wars Marshall on all social media platforms. I like his content. We're going to play his game right now live. Guess this Star Wars character in 5 rounds. It goes from 100% to 1%. I'm assuming he's going to start at the bottom. Let's ride. Let's see it. And if you guys know the answer, just shout it out right when you know it.
Do you know this Star Wars character based off of the 5 facts that I give you in this video? Only 1% of you are going to get it in the first go. I'm going to give you 5 tries.
Oh,
Let's
we're
get
starting
into it.
at 1% right
Starting
away.
up first,
Oh.
it would be a miracle if you could choose this one, all right? This character appears in the same film as my good friend Jar Jar Binks, all right? That's your 1%. Some of you are going to guess it, I'm sure.
Sure,
but
Sebulba.
99% of you won't. Okay? Ready for the next one?
My
Okay,
guess is Sebulba.
20% time. Another guessing round, okay?
The guess is
This
he's
character-
in the
You
same
You can
film.
pause.
wields
Hold on.
a
Pause it.
lightsaber.
Pause it.
Okay?
Hold on.
That's
Pause it.
Because that's not
We
a
gotta
good
talk
clue.
about this, D-Doc. You're not doing a good job of like hosting this one. I'm teasing.
That's not a good clue, though. He's in
Right.
the same film
Oh,
as
he has-
Jar Jar.
He has a lightsaber. That's
If-
not Sebulba.
In the movie or in the later movie, does he have a lightsaber?
No, I think it's in the same movie. I don't know.
Oh, so all of these clues are
About
this is-
one
This
character.
is just a 1%. Okay.
Well,
All
that's 3 films that it could be.
Yeah.
All right. So same film as Jar Jar, has a lightsaber, and I agree, Brent. I'll do the pauses.
the only information I'm giving you. Did you get it? Question number 3. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that follow button, all right? We're going to do a couple of these, all right? So make sure to come back for more. But anyway, this character was trained by a Jedi that turned to the dark side. Okay?
Oh, that's bad.
It's got to be Qui-Gon.
Yeah. My mouse is going stupid on me right now.
So Dooku, yeah. So it's Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Ringing
it's
any
gotta be
bells?
Qui-Gon.
Hold on.
Okay. If you put
Pause
all
it.
this together,
Alfie, what do you say? Hold on for?
Technically, doesn't Quinlan Voss go to the dark side?
He was trained by an
Quinlan Voss is in episode 1.
Yeah, you're talking about a 2-second picture that people say that's behind Sebulba, right? He's in like when Jar Jar when Jar Jar shoots the food at Sebulba and Sebulba gets angry. He's sitting at the
there's
table
a whole
behind him.
backstory as to why he's there. That's him.
But I don't think that. I think that's way too obscure. I think this is Qui-Gon.
I think
you
it's
might know who
Qui-Gon.
this is. 80% time, okay? This character dies in the prequels.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Qui-Gon.
Some of you are going to get this by now, all right?
I'm letting it
80%
roll.
Of you should put 2 and 2 together. But the final question, make sure to comment down below where you got it right. You might have got it in the 1%, just out of a pure guess. But anyway, this Star Wars character died to Darth Maul, okay?
Yeah.
We all know who it is. 3, 2, 1. It's Qui-Gon Jinn.
All right. Now I'm going to go to. He does different styles of it.
Mm.
Now I'm going to go to Empire Strikes Back.
Are you in the
edition.
Star Wars 1% club?
Here we go.
Empire Strikes Back edition. Today, I'm going to be asking you 5 Star Wars-based questions, all revolving around one of the greatest Star Wars films of all time, and only 1% of you guys, literally 1% of you, are going to make it the whole way through this video. The last question.
Because the ones that we did before, he would ask a question for like, who's this character? And it's like 100% of you should get this. Like, so usually it was 5 questions. The one that I sent Joe and Alfie
Let's
on
get into it.
Instagram.
All right, starting up first, okay? Non-Star Wars fans should know this, all right? 100% means 100% of people should know this answer, okay? Who says, I am your father?
All right, Darth Vader.
To Luke Skywalker. Okay? Who's Luke Skywalker's dad, basically? Okay?
James
3, 2,
Earl
1,
Jones.
right. It's Vader. We all know it's Vader. Okay. Super hard question out of the way. This is 80% time. I want you to name me the planet that Luke Skywalker travels to when he meets Yoda. Okay? Still really, really easy.
Dagobah.
Like I said,
Nice.
Dagobah. All right. See, now I'm curious when we get to the 1%, because the 1% is hard.
I'm a little nervous.
80% of you guys, we're all Star Wars fans here. You should know this. All right? 3, 2, 1. It is, in fact, Dagobah.
Brent, did you ever own that cup that he has in front of him?
No.
Okay,
I
well
don't
done.
have a lot of
Difficulty is ranking up now. 50% time. If you've not hit that follow button already, do it. I know you want to. We've got Return of the Jedi next.
I'll
So
throw
if
you
you
a
want
like,
to test
like.
out all your Star Wars knowledge, hit that follow button. Go and watch the previous parts. But anyway, what does Luke Skywalker see when he has his vision, when he goes into the tunnel cave on Dagobah? Okay? Keeping it Dagobah theme.
It's kind of easy.
All right.
Yeah, that was easy.
Brent, do you know this one?
Yeah.
What? What do you mean? Why do I not know that Luke's face shows up under Darth Vader's helmet?
3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. He sees himself, his head, inside of Darth Vader's helmet.
I almost said it
continue.
almost exactly the way he said it.
20% time.
I know
Let's
you
jump
did.
straight into it. It's getting really, really difficult now. Trust me.
I want
What
it to
is
get
the name
difficult.
of Lando Calrissian's cybernetic enhanced assistant?
That's not even that
Empire
hard.
Strikes Back. I know
Lobot.
I've caught
That's not
some
even
of you
that
out here. You
hard.
really kind of
See, like now, are we just super nerds where we're just like that's not hard at all? I mean, I don't know. That is
D-Dot.
easy.
Scrounge
Maybe.
out.
D-Doc,
All right, I'm gonna give you 3
have been
seconds.
talking about Star Wars for an hour and a half each week for 300. No, you're on for 230 episodes. I
Some of you-
think we're that much of a super nerd.
Old heads might know. All right, 3, 2, 1. It is indeed Lobot.
I think the 1%
Okay, and the
question is
1%
going to be too
question.
easy.
Make sure to comment down below what your score was out of 5. But anyway, the final question is: what does Darth Vader say after Luke Skywalker shoots away in Cloud City? What is it that Darth Vader says after that happens? Okay.
Shoots away.
Son,
After he flies down the chute,
Yeah,
Darth
you're
Vader's.
gonna need to describe that a little bit better. Like
He doesn't say
after he
anything.
falls down the shaft,
yeah, I think the next thing.
Oh,
that
is
he-
that what he's saying? Oh,
because after that he says,
Well, no. So he says all too
"Lurk
easy.
my Star Destroyer."
is this when he's hanging on the weather vane?
Let me see if I paused it in the middle of his description. Let me see if he says a little bit more.
Shoots away in Cloud City. What is it that Darth Vader says after that happens? Okay.
Because
What do you got, Alfie?
I have no clue on this one.
I don't understand what he's asking. Because yeah, if you're talking about him going into the carbon chamber,
Vader
says
says
all
all
too
too easy.
perhaps you're not as strong as the Emperor thought. And then after he cuts his hand off and falls,
Yeah,
he says nothing.
yeah. He
Mhm.
walks away, but doesn't he say like "son"
Yeah.
as Luke's
No.
flying away? Because he says.
Let me
'cause
get to
Luke's-
that.
Through the
Okay,
force.
okay. Like I'm asking because go ahead.
But at that point, they're already in space.
Shooting away.
They're already away from
Mm.
Cloud City.
I picture
Right.
shooting
TIE
away
fighters
as
chase
Luke.
them out of Cloud
dropping
City, and then he says, "Son,
I like the brick separator.
come with me. It's the only way. It is your destiny."
Gosh.
So you're saying it's "son, it is your destiny," or "come with, join me, it is your destiny," or
Yeah, something to that extent.
Yeah, I think it.
But
or,
what
like,
does he mean by shoots
feelings or-
away? Now, when
I-
he jumped to light speed, he doesn't say anything.
I think I think shooting away is once he gets into the Falcon and takes off from Cloud City. And I
Yeah.
think it's son, and then Luke says father. And then he says
They're not
then.
in Cloud City. Then they're already outside of that atmosphere.
True.
So they're not in the city, but they're still in Bespin. So I think I think you're splitting hairs on the
Bespin
description.
isn't Cloud City.
All right, we're playing. his
That's two
answer.
different things.
I think you're
I'll give you
splitting
3
hairs
seconds.
on the
3.
Is Indianapolis the same thing as
One.
Indiana?
Bonus points to those of you that have got this correct. He doesn't say anything.
That's exactly. God damn! Come on, man.
I mean, right?
If I guess the Star
I
Wars
feel
character
I'm calling shenanigans on that one. That one I.
Well,
that
but
one
I still
argue
got
with.
that one right.
That
Yeah,
is
you
a
did.
that
Alfie,
is
you
a
did.
trick question.
I mean, when he falls down, he doesn't say anything. But as they're flying away, I swear he
But
said
as they
son.
shoot away to light speed, he doesn't say anything.
away.
He turns and walks away, and then turns and looks back.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Do we end the show now, or do we do one more? Your
I
guys.
say
call.
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, it is pretty. Good.
Oh,
One more.
Dr. Squatch wants another one.
but I
one more.
no, I don't want to keep y'all. I don't.
Well,
Wanna,
it's all good.
I saw. There's an "Are You in the 1%?" Attack of the Clones or Revenge of
Yeah.
the Sith edition.
Well, since Alfie is such a big fan of Attack of the Clones because it's not garbage, let's do Attack of the Clones.
All right, let's
Are
ride.
you in the Star Wars 1% club? Attack of the Clones edition.
I bet I'll
Today,
still
I'm
get
going
them
to
all
ask
right,
you
though.
5 Star Wars based questions, all revolving around Attack of the Clones, and only 1% of you guys are going to be
He's
able
got
to
a
make it
haircut
the
from the last
entire
time.
way through this video. I'm pretty sure you know how this goes.
This is an older one.
Starting up first, 100% of Star Wars fans should be able to tell me who says, "I don't like sand." All right? Who
Anakin.
says that Star Wars quote? All right? I'm sure
I'm not even going
Hayden-
to pause it for this one.
99.999
Christensen.
100% of you have just told me exactly who that is.
He's
3, 2, 1.
Anakin. He's not
We all
Hayden
know it's
Christensen
Anakin
trying
Skywalker.
to be Anakin.
All right,
Brent.
question
He's an
number
actor.
2.
He's a
80% of
person.
you guys should
His
be
name
able to
is
tell
Anakin.
me what was the planet where Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala got married on. All right, so what was
Ilium?
the planet name that
Naboo.
Anakin and Padme got
Naboo.
married on? All right.
I was joking.
Ilum.
I was gonna say it's Naboo, right? I
Yes,
heard
it's
you say a
Naboo.
different. I heard you say
I-
a different name and
I
got.
I said
nervous.
Ilium,
3,
which is where you get
2,
kyber crystals.
1, it's Naboo. All right, question number 3. If you're not following already, make sure you do. If you're a Star Wars fan,
Smash
up
that
next,
follow
we've got
button.
Revenge of the Sith. So make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss that video.
He doesn't
But
have
anyway,
his
the
Dark
question
Jar Jar
is,
drink.
What planet was missing from the Jedi archives? Okay, so what
Camino.
planet at the beginning of Attack
job.
of the Clones was
Cloners.
missing from
It's
the Jedi
outside the
archives?
Rishi
All right,
Maze.
50% if you guys should get this. 3, 2, 1.
Now, if you were to just like ask me that question straight up, I would actually have to sit and think about it like an idiot. Where I would just be like, "Hold on a second, what is missing?" And then I'm thinking of the Obi-Wan with the.
I'm thinking of the kid. He's like, Master Kenobi, it's the planet is there.
Yeah, every time I see that scene, I'm like, Kenobi, you're kind of like a dumbass. A kid just
Yeah,
found it for
Because
you.
someone erased it from the archive.
Here's a trivia question. Sorry, before it goes. And if y'all know this, you're sick like me. But do you know the name of the kid that gets the shades? Like Yoda asks to get the shades.
No, I don't.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty
No.
sure it's Liam. I think he says Liam the Shades. And then,
Liam.
sorry, I don't know. It's in my head.
That's not a very Star Wars name either. I
No,
actually
it's
need
not.
to. I actually need to rewatch and hear Yoda say Liam.
Good luck on staying awake to that point.
Oh,
I like Attack of the Clones has grown on me in my older age. I'll say.
it's one of my favorites.
I mean, it
It's
is the
terrible.
way it
It's
is the
only
way that love
redeemed
should
by the
happen.
Battle of Geonosis.
It is the way that love should happen, though.
I'm not
said
saying
Camino.
that part isn't good.
Are
Oh,
you in the
shit.
Star Wars 1% club?
Way to go!
Name. Anyway, the question is, what planet was missing from the
All
Jedi
right, we already got that.
archives? All right, 50. You may continue. All right, well done to those of you that have made it this far. This is the 20%.
All right, we're in the
question.
20% club,
If you haven't
boys.
already, make sure to share this to a friend. See how well they do. But anyway, what is the name of the Jedi that Jango Fett kills in the Battle of Geonosis?
Oh,
Oh my God! It's the guy with the guy
the
with
dinosaur.
yes.
He
Man.
gets gun smoked. I don't know that one.
I know Squatch knows his name.
I know this one.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, Squatch
What
knows
is-
it.
What is it?
Do you want me to say it? You
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coleman Trebor.
Coleman
All right.
Trebor.
Some of you guys are probably screaming at me, Marshall, this is way too easy. Still way too easy.
It's not way too
Wait till we
easy.
get to the 1% question. All right? All right?
I know
3,
Squatch has this
2,
1%.
1. The person that Jango Fett kills is Coleman Trevor.
Yeah.
Here we go, the final question. Well done to those of you guys.
All right, Squatch is in the lead for this one.
I was gonna say
who've
he
made
is
it all
a
the way
pretty
here
cool
or
guy.
continue to play on. Make
I
sure
know.
to let me know
Yes.
what your score was
It's
out of
embarrassing.
5. But anyway, the 1% question. What is the drink that is offered to Obi-Wan when he enters Dex's diner? So Dex the
Jawa
Jester,
juice.
Yeah.
what was the drink
Yeah.
that was offered to Obi-Wan Kenobi? All right? It wasn't Dex that offered
I
him.
got my
it was the
Dex's
droid.
Diner
That's
shirt
your-
on right here.
That's your little help.
You wearing a Dex's Diner shirt right now?
I am, yeah.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
that you get right there. All right, 3, 2, 1. It was indeed a cup of Jawa juice. Are you in the Star Wars 1?
There
I
you go.
mean-
So how
Right,
does that
Mom.
work then? I
Right.
got the 1% right, but I missed the 20.
So you're in the 1% club then, Alfie. You're in it.
He didn't make it that far because he had to drop out the way that they
You're
do
in
these
the-
TikTok challenges.
81%. club or the 79% club. 49% club. I don't know. Sorry.
Right.
I usually can make it to around 5%, but those questions could very easily be harder, standard wise. Like if you were to raise the bar on them, which I like that guy's channel, and hopefully we don't get a copyright strike because I want to promote him. Sorry, Joe. I did get us a WWE copyright strike that one time, but
Yeah, you did.
Star Wars Marshall. It's like
when you showed The Rock showing up again and The Undertaker.
That's the kind of channel that I just like to see pop up on a feed like once a day and do one of those like just random Star Wars trivias where it's just like, all right, like I'll see what I can do on this. I think he does a good job on it, and I like to see whatever cup he has on him when he's doing it as well. I'm gonna get that Jar Jar cup and send it to you, Brent.
I'll take it. I'm a fan of. I like Jar Jar. He's thinking there's no problem. Oh, begin no problem. What you thinking we is in trouble?
I've got his figure right over there on the wall. I mean, he's the last one all the way at the end, but I like Jar Jar as well. I mean, he was peak time for me. I thought he was freaking hilarious as a kid.
The planet core, bad bombing.
All right. Well,
I feel like all I do on this show is to talk about stuff I don't like. But no, I do not like Jar Jar. He has not been redeemed. He has not grown on me in any way, shape, or form.
What's that song? That's that shit I don't like. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I thought the actor did fine in Mando season 3, but as far as Jar Jar goes, no. He did not deserve any of the hate or what he went through in his life. I'm sorry about that. He did what George Lucas asked. It was just not for me.
I finally opened the box of Black Series that I got when we were in Pittsburgh. I just had the bag sitting here tied. All of this was like $25. So those are all going to be unboxers.
That's funny because I anticipated Joe being on the show when we would talk about Cara Dune, so I got this one out. In doing so, I found the bag of stuff that I got from Pittsburgh. It's still in the bag as well.
Yeah,
because Cara got the settlement from Disney.
Yeah, and Disney's like, we would like to work with her again. I don't know how much of that is legal stuff.
Yeah, that's all legal stuff.
Yeah, it's like we would definitely like to work with you again, but
does
also
she want to work with you?
We both hate each other.
I was gonna say, does she want to work with you? Right?
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Hey,
Jinx again. You owe me 2 Cokes now.
That could just be some good. That could just be some good healing for everybody, man. Just bring her in, bring her in to shoot a random shot of her just being in the background of a moment in the Mando movie to show she's still alive or something.
It's an important lesson, that I've tried to instill upon my children. Never put anything in writing. Nothing that can ever be brought back against you.
You're right, Hyperspace Heroes. It's completely true. Seismic charge.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's a great sound effect.
I like the sound of Django's blasters too, but
I agree with that as well. I mean, dude, that Django Starship that's out for Lego right now. That's nice.
Yeah,
for $70. That's a good looking one for $70. I'm definitely planning on buying that one. They improved that Boba Fett one from a couple years ago. So.
Yeah. I want the Lama Su too. It comes with that.
I know it's a great looking set. That's the one where I have my eye on where I'm like, I'd buy that at full price. And I want to buy the Star Wars logo for $55 because that's very affordable. But I want to buy all Legos. That's my problem. I would love to buy everything, but I just sit here and complain about the prices until they go on sale. And then I miss out on the sales. And then I pack my lunch and go to work again the next day. Well, let's wrap this up because we went a little long here, but it was a freaking great time. Per usual, I was like, I don't have a plan, and we've gone an hour and 50 minutes, and this was a really fun show. And you guys got any final points you want to bring up? I'll start with Brent, go to Alfie, then watch to wrap it up. Brent, what's going on?
Nah, I guess the next thing on the menu is Vision Season 3. Is that the next newest thing to come out? And then
Maul?
is Maul coming out? And that's in like the fall, right? Like November, December.
Think so.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
feel like we're in a blank off season right now, where it's like it's kind of just like a free for all. It's like take a breath, relax a little bit. There's nothing to really like dissect at the moment right now. So yeah, I don't even know. It could be Maul that's next or Visions, but
yeah, other than that, just hanging.
Yeah.
Hanging and escaping the stress of the real world and talking about Star Wars.
all right. Hyperspace said Rebuild the Galaxy 2 is what's coming out next. So they do have a Lego set of that already out as well for the new season of that. But love it. All right, Alfie, what do you got? Finish things up here.
It's always good to talk for a little bit. Like Brent said, kind of forget about everything that's going on. It's nice to be back. I wish we had more Star Wars stuff to talk about. I recently just rewatched Mando seasons 1 through 3. Man, that's a great show. And to expand on what we were talking about earlier, it sucks that it takes so long to get a new season. And now we have to wait even longer for a movie. Really hope it lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a full rewatch again myself as well, especially before the movie comes out, just to get that hype going. Because I was looking, I have the only Hot Toys figure I have is the Mando Hot Toys figure, and it's like,
Yeah.
I look at that and I'm just like, I remember the hype that I felt around Mandalorian, where I'm just like, this is the next level of Star Wars.
Yeah,
but it just
I
spreads
just
out.
I don't understand why they let that momentum die.
Yeah.
I get what they're trying to do to put people into the chairs in a theater, but man, the stuff that they released afterwards, it just really killed everything that they'd built up.
Yeah, I mean, part of it might have had to do with every single person in Hollywood film industry saying that they need Pedro Pascal in every single movie that's been released for the last like 4 years. Maybe that has some to do with it.
I don't know. I mean, all he does is
The voice.
voice work.
I know. But they probably can't even pin him down for the voice work now. I mean, I'm sure he's face revealing in the movie. There's no doubt in my mind
yeah.
he's getting the face reveal in the movie.
Yeah, he filmed for a few days, I'm sure.
I mean, my favorite characters played by him are still Viper of Dorne and the Mandalorian. I think he plays both of those very well.
I mean,
And-
he gets his head popped as Dorn.
Yeah, he was a great
Yeah.
character before all of that happened.
Which is interesting because he's in a leading role in so many films, and we don't talk about those. He's really not in Game of Thrones that much.
No, he was like a side character.
Yeah. And he's the voice of the Mandalorian.
He's and I don't mean any disrespect to Pedro Pascal, but it's not like he's like a Leonardo DiCaprio or like
Right. I'm
this
not trying
guy's
to
in the movie.
disrespect
I
him
got to
either.
go see it because he's in it.
Yeah.
He wasn't
He's
bad
in
in Gladiator.
everything,
He
but-
wasn't bad in Gladiator 2. I just watched Gladiator 2. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was actually pretty good, and I think he was good in that role. But he was also second fiddle in Gladiator 2. So it's not bad. It's on Paramount Plus.
I
If you're
agree.
bored, if you're bored, just watch it. The
I'm
sharks,
sure it's great.
the sharks and the boats in the Coliseum are a little weird. I can get past that though.
It's awesome though.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. And that scene is very short. The boat scene in it is like, it's not like it's a really long scene. It's kind of just like almost part of a montage set up throughout it. But I don't know. That was one that I thought got a lot of hate where I'm like, obviously this is not going to be the first Gladiator. And I thought the guy who played the lead role in it did a really good job.
Mm.
I didn't think it was bad.
Mm.
I didn't come out of it like that sucked. I thought they paid homage to the things that were good in the first one and did their best they could. And I don't think Pedro was bad in it. But I don't know. He's very busy right now. Every movie that I hear leaked, it's like Pedro Pascal's being pinned as the lead actor for it. The guy's probably just working all the time. But
Hey, you got to strike while the iron's hot.
absolutely,
Make that money.
We know it's not cheap, Alfie.
No, it's not cheap. You don't want to get behind that ball.
Especially that 8-ball.
Exactly.
All right, well, leading up to Squatch, obviously great to have you on again. We're going to have you on again in the future, man. You're a part of this crew. I mean, you're with us week through week. Just great having you on and letting you chop it up with us. So what's going on? What do you got to finish up?
No, I mean, it was an absolute blast. It was, I just heard, I don't know whose grandfather clock it is, but I heard
mine.
it go off at 9, and then I heard it go off at 10, and it felt like it had been about 5 to 10 minutes. So
Yep.
I was having a blast, and I'm just thankful you guys would even want to have me on. I love, talking with y'all and hearing what you have to say every week. So it's a blast. But yeah, I wish that there were more things going on with Star Wars, but I think things are coming, and but you guys are awesome. So thanks again.
Absolutely. And I mean, even when there's not anything going on, we still find ways to fill the time.
Right. I love the trivia. That was a blast.
I know. I want to kind of work in at least one of those questions each week now, as long as we don't get copyright strike by that, because we're advertising for them. I mean, it's not like we're trying to steal.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, well,
I'm gonna go watch more of his videos now.
I know. So, yeah, that wraps up chapter 337 of Rule the Galaxy podcast. If you guys want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Rule the Galaxy SW, Rule the Galaxy podcast on YouTube. You can email us at rulethegalaxysw@gmail.com. And that's about it for our socials. Joe can let me know if I was wrong on that. How did I do, Brent, on the social media wrap up? Did I do okay? Did I hit all the points?
Sure.
Well, for
like,
me,
follow, and subscribe.
like, follow, and subscribe for the next one. Yeah, we gotta make sure we say that every 15 minutes on our show. Like and subscribe, like
Go
and
ahead
subscribe.
and hit that notification bell.
Smash the like button. I mean, yeah. I mean, I do it in my videos.
It helps the algorithm.
I do it in my plumbing videos. I end every single one. File for more plumbing and DIY tips. I say the same thing at the end of every video. It works sometimes. Sometimes I listen to guys and I'll hit the follow button at the end when they're like, make sure to follow for more. And I'm like, I kind of would like a little more of this. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Smash it. From me, from Brent, from Alfie, from Dr. Squatch, we had a great time tonight. Hope you guys did as well. And until next time, may the force